Hello everyone, welcome to Nani's Place. Now as you could see by the title of my video today, there is a purpose in the pain. So for me in particular, I believe that there was a purpose in my pain. Now the word purpose means a reason something is done. And of course we know that pain is a discomfort or an ache. Now to put it in somewhat of a perspective, when we're in pain, we have the tendency to focus on that pain, right? For example, if we have a toothache, we tend to focus on that ache. So I believe that when we go through a certain level of pain in our life, now I'm not talking about a physical pain or chronic pain because I truly don't believe God wants that for us. What I'm referring to, just the pain that we experience going through life in general. It may be the pain of the loss of a job. It may be the pain of the loss of a loved one. It can also be the pain of a divorce. There's usually a certain time period. There's a certain limit to it. It's not something that's constantly going on. And I believe that through this, God teaches us not to focus in on those things, not to focus in on that pain, but to focus in on Him because He's the answer to that pain. Now, you may have experienced a job loss, or you may be in this particular time concerned about losing your job. I remember this one particular job that I was working at. It was a company that was eventually going to be downsizing because of the economy. So I decided to take early lunch one day, and I really didn't understand how God was kind of moving me and teaching me and speaking to me about things. But I just got in the car and I was concerned, and I said, Lord, you know what's going on. You know what's happening behind the scenes. I don't know. And if this is going to happen, I pray, God, that you will show me and that you will give me another job. All of my dependency was on the Lord because it was me as a single woman. I had to make sure that I was able to take care of myself. So when I went out driving and deciding where I was going to go for lunch, and I tell you, it was just like inside. It's not like, how people say God speaks to me. It was just like a little nudge, like to look to the left. It was just like an intuition that God was saying, look to the left. I looked to the left, and it was an employment company. Like those temp companies. I don't know if you can remember that they had them set up where you can go in and you can fill out an application for maybe like a temporary job that maybe can turn permanent. But anyway, now let me tell you, I was there for 2 years and I drove up and down the street all the time and I never noticed that. So I really believe it was God that was nudging me to take a look. And then I said, okay, I turned around and I went in and I asked for an application. And the lady said, well, ma'am, I can give you the application, but these are basically jobs for like men, for like construction or like those kind of jobs. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it wasn't for where my field was, where it was usually like a secretary or administrative assistant and typing and different things like that, computer things. And that was really basically what I did. So I said, okay, I'm just going to fill out the application. I know that I'm here for a reason. I'm going to trust God. So I don't think it was maybe like about 5 or 10 minutes after I got back to the office, I got a phone call from that agency saying, we don't know if you're going to want this particular job, but this kind of came up and it's kind of unexpected. Would you consider filling out an application for this company and I could set you up for an interview? Now, I was a little bit fearful, I have to be honest, because I was like, what is going on? What ended up happening is that I filled out the application, and within the next 2 weeks, because I had given my 2 weeks notice, I was working in that job. I was hired in as a temp, and then I went permanent. And I was with that job until I retired. God has a purpose in all things, and He has a purpose in our pain. The pain at that time for me was, oh my God, what am I going to do? I know I'm going to lose the job. The company did fold, and I got out just in time. So the Lord was protecting me. So a lot of times we have that pain that we think, oh my God, what's going on, and how am I gonna get through this? So there was one example of some pain in my life, but there was a purpose for that, for me to be able to say, okay, I need to get going. I need to move. I need to find another job. And through going through all of that, I learned that He is solely my provider. So there was a purpose in the pain. I want to encourage you that the pain may come from time to time, but the purpose of the pain will be made clear as you continue to go through it with God. And trust me, please, I've learned that going through it with the Lord, that going through it with Jesus Christ, it all works for the good. He said that He will never leave you, nor will He forsake you. Thank you for stopping by Nani's Place today. And I hope you were encouraged to know that through your pain, God has a purpose. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And remember to share, because when you share, you encourage someone else. Have a wonderful day. Bye.